Hi Regina, it's so nice to see you. We know each other very well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because we're part of the executive board of the European Women Payments Network.
Yeah.
But you started a new adventure a while back with Weavr, so would love to hear a little bit about what you're doing over there,
Yeah.
who Weavr is.
No, thank you so much. It's really great to see you. It's even better to be here in person.
Yes.
Yeah, with everyone. So I started a new adventure with Weavr about a year ago. I'm a CFO at Weavr, and we're an embedded finance platform. We provide plug-and-play solutions for businesses so they can easily embed financial services and offer it to their customers at the right time and at the right place.
Yeah.
So one example is like buy now, pay later. As you know, it allows businesses, customers to purchase if they want to, right? And then it's a decision that they can make right there in time, and it helps actually enable, the purchasing activity. But more importantly, capture customers, right? They might not have captured before, right? And we do the same thing. We do it with B2B SaaS businesses, and everything from adding in accounts, money movements, cards, bank-based payments, any way so that these kinds of financial services also help keep their customers stickier, but more importantly, do transactions, right? Because you have money so that you can use it to make things happen, right? And so that's what we offer.
Yeah.
So.
And you've recently won your Series A, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh gosh, yes, you have such a good memory. We did, thank you. So we raised 40 million and we closed in January. We had great investors where Tiger Global led the round, followed by Mubadala and also Local Globe. Great global and European investors. We're also backed by QED, Anthemis, Seed Camp, Headline eVentures, and Force Over Mass. So we have a few different investors. We raised about 55 million in the last 18 months. So Weavr hopefully is one of the rocket ships, heading in and doing quite well. This year we have international expansion plans. We're live in the UK and Europe already, and we're doing okay. And then we are launching in Singapore and in US. And actually last week we were in Singapore lining up our partners, talking to professional services firms and also potential talent to see where we might go. Some of the local government, both in Singapore and also here in the UK, or not here, but in the UK, because we're headquartered in the UK, they've been very helpful as well. And coming here to Money 2020 is great, not only just so we can meet colleagues, ex-colleagues, partners, and friends, but more importantly, it's like homecoming to me, as you know, because I lived here in Holland for several years and really enjoyed my time here.
So what's your impression from Money 2020 so far?
Yeah, it's
hard work, I guess. You have a very busy schedule.
A little bit, but I think it's been really exciting. So this morning, I think I felt like I needed a couple of cups of really strong coffee to get going, but actually just seeing people and seeing the buzz here is it feels exciting, and it really feels like you get more done sometimes when you can just sit down and make that connection with people, and Money 2020 does such a great job in pulling that together. Certainly a lot more companies are here this year.
And is it easy to get access and to get connected here, Regina?
Yeah, I think so. There's a number of tools, but more importantly, I think people are just excited to meet one another. And even if you're walking by and you see someone we just sort of grab one another. And I see plenty of also EWPN ladies here just trying to catch up a little bit, even if it's only for 5 minutes, right? It makes all the difference. So we're seeing partners, we're seeing potential customers, we've got investors we're speaking to. Just all good things. So.
Very cool. Do you have any tips or tricks for people who are coming to Money 2020 or have never been here and should come for next year?
Well, it helps to organize a little bit and have an idea of what you want to get out of it. Certainly you can meet a lot of people, but I think in all business, right, if you go into any thing that you do with a little bit of a plan, it helps. That said, there are so many opportunities to just meet people, right? Because there's plenty of get-togethers, informal and formal. This is a great place to do that. It's funny, I didn't think I would need it, but there are still many people who are carrying business cards, physical business cards, and those are actually fun to hand out, and there's a lot of LinkedIn, as well, but it's just so good to be able to say hello, I think.
To meet everybody in person.
Yeah, I think so. It makes a difference.
I don't know if you were here last year, but it's so more crowd, so it's such a nice crowd. But what I find, and I think that's also our joint passion, is that you see way more young people and women participating. So I think that's also an interesting finding, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. As we've discussed before, it's so important to actually think through diversity, equity, inclusion, and even also access, right? So I think of it as DEIA, because the reality is that financial services, especially the industry that you and I are in, just empowers so much, right? And making sure that if we are actually inclusive, you actually get those ideas in to make things actually happen. Seeing so much more women and young people, for me, not only is it exciting, it's actually, you start to see new innovative ideas coming in, and I think that's one of the reasons why EWPN was born. Right, I know a lot of the companies are also incorporating that into not just only their values, but also just the general culture and making sure there's conversation around it. It needs to be more than awareness. It needs to be more than a bit of the checkbox, It needs to be something that you actually do in-house. But doing it is not so easy, right? As you know, and I think EWPN has been very good at spearheading that. The Rise Up program is so incredibly important, right? It provides a support to people so that people can continue to not only just further their careers, but really contribute to companies, to society. And I think it's a good thing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For sharing that with us, Regina. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.